Welcome to the Samwell B12 experience,
where we have you covered for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Blue Jays, and more.
The Toronto Maple Leafs have lost again. It's unfortunate. Congratulations, Panther fans. It was a nice play. Toronto had their chances. A great play by Gudas. To break up a Toronto play. And Gudas charging the net on the other side caused a lot of distractions. Cousins with the little toe drag takes the shot. Gudas, you son of a... Great job, Florida Panthers. Great job, Florida Panther fans. Ladies and gentlemen, it's over. The Toronto season is done. So we will not have a doubleheader on Sunday. We will just be bringing you the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. No winner of the Justin Hall $25 gift card. So you know what happens now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Florida Panthers will face the Carolina Hurricanes in the conference finals in the East. And because the Maple Leafs are out, we now have to pick a secondary team. Some of you might cheer on the Carolina Hurricanes. I will be cheering on the Florida Panthers as the Panthers move forward to take on the Carolina Hurricanes. This is a tough loss. Kit Johnson coming in with the subscribe. Thank you for all the subscribes tonight. We're going to stick with this one and bring you our post-game report momentarily. Again, TikTok, thank you for being here. It's over. The Florida Panthers have won 3-2. Let's go back to our locker room here. This was a very, very tough game. A tough finish. We have a lot to talk about. So stick around for a few minutes. We have a lot to go through with this game wrapping up. It's tough. It's very tough. So let's take a look at the complete stats for this game. And I'm just looking at the point getters for Edmonton. McDavid with a goal from Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. Hyman with a goal from Nugent Hopkins and Bouchard. Wow, the Draisaitl scoring has come to a complete end. So the Florida Panthers are going to go on, and the Florida Panthers deserve to win this series. They played unbelievably well. We're going to review all the stats. The Maple Leafs don't even really salute the crowd, kind of a half-ass salute. They're going to leave. I'm trying to pull up the stats here so we can bring you everything that has just transpired. It's still shocking. In overtime, the Florida Panthers, they are able to do it. Your goal scorers for this game: Aaron Ekblad opened it up from Forsling and Verhaeghe. Then it was Verhaeghe from Duclair and Ekblad. Then it was the Leafs, Morgan Riley from Lafferty and Kemp. Then Nylander from Tavares and Brody. And then Nick Cousins in overtime. Gudas getting the assists on that one. So again, tough one. 53 shots to 44 shots. Lots of shots in this game. What happened here is the Leafs just came out way too late. Way too late. Schmiegel coming in again, the $5 super chat. Thank you. It's okay. Celine, the curse is broken. We did something at least. At least you have a team left to follow. Matthews can never skate. Then it's backed up. Yeah, thank you, Schmiegel. Appreciate it. Thank you to all of our super chatters tonight, our super stickers. Thank you for everything. Let's kind of bring up here, getting a little slow down, but I want to bring up all the extracurricular stats here, just so we can really break down what happened in this game. The Leafs came out slow. They were dreadful for the first period and a half. Really did not look good. They were slow. They weren't getting in plays. There was no leadership from their top guys. Matthews never showed up. Once. Again, I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know if something's going on with him, but just couldn't do it. Watch them get smoked against Carolina. The center, I think it's going to be a good series. Something's obviously up with Matthews because he wasn't even near his fine form in this game. If Matthews is going to turn around and now demand $15 million as an extension, Matthews, you can take a hike, have fun in Arizona. If you're going to play like this in the playoffs, I don't want you on this team. You do not deserve to be on this team. William Nylander scored the game-tying goal. William Nylander, he showed up for 30 seconds of a 60-minute hockey game. So while William Nylander scored the goal, and I can't take that away from him, William Nylander does not deserve a huge raise. Again, you play well in the regular season, did not do well here. Mowerman, what's going on? Let's do Bruins versus Toronto. That's right, little air hockey matchup there, Mowerman. So that's kind of what I think about those two. Marner, I thought played hard. He played well. Tavares, I thought played hard, played well. Ryan O'Reilly and Achari are the stars of this Leaf team. David Kempf was great. Morgan Riley, for the most part, played well. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens moving forward. In the offseason, do Sheldon Keefe and Kyle Dubas still have jobs? Remember, Dubas does no longer have a contract. His contract was up after this year. He has not been offered an extension as of yet. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to give him a new contract or if they decide to part ways and move forward. If they bring in a new general manager, does that mean there's a new coach? Time will tell. Dubas and Keefe seem to be a package deal. You want to have a new general manager in place by the draft. I expect if Toronto does make a move, it will either be kind of right now, right away. They'll do their evaluations and make a decision, or they're going to let Kyle Dubas draft and then make a move. I would be surprised if they offer him a contract. Listen, Dubas did make some good moves. Unfortunately, I think it was too little too late. You built a team on skill that was lacking leadership and physicality, and it showed. Panthers out-hit them. They outplayed them. They just had a very hard drive. Very disappointing. I hope everyone has a great night. Remy, absolutely well said. This is a very disappointing night for Leaf fans, but let's have a great night and congratulate the Florida Panthers and the Panther land. Overall in this game, 52 shots to 44 shots. Leafs dominated the faceoff circle, 62%. Leafs went 0 for 2 on the power play, which was their bread and butter all season long. Panthers only went 1 for 2. Leafs led them in hits, 63 hits to 49. But again, a lot of those hits were very small hits. If you look at the big bone-jarring hits, Panthers all day long. Toronto ends up blocking 23 shots, Florida blocking 20. Toronto with 22 giveaways, which is horrendous, and 19 for the Panthers. Golf time. There you go, CP. That's right. Virtual handshake. Thanks for the stream. You're very welcome, Spaceman. A little handshake to everybody. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you, everybody on TikTok. Thanks for hanging out. Go Florida. So this is where I think things need to go, right? We talk about the coach. We talk about the general manager. Sorry, Leaf fans, but I need the better Panthers to crush the Hurricanes. There you go, Theo. I'm with you. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow with Dallas, Seattle. Dallas and Seattle. It's funny. Facebook's blowing up with now everybody's coming out. I told you so. I told you so. Love it. If you're not following our new Instagram channel, go ahead, give us a follow. The Samuel B12 Experience. Come on, join us in on our Discord channel as well. We're gonna have a lot of fun there. But yeah, so we talk about changes upstairs. Keefe, Dubas, is that gonna happen? We'll see. You got to find a way of keeping Ryan O'Reilly. And again, sorry, John Tavares. I would like to see Ryan O'Reilly be made the captain of this team. Ryan O'Reilly, throughout this playoffs, he put this team on his back. Ryan O'Reilly single-handedly sparked the comeback against Tampa Bay and is the reason the Leafs won that series. Ryan O'Reilly and Noel Acciari were two incredible additions to this team, and I really hope they find a way. Matt and BC, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. O'Reilly was spectacular. The Leafs have to find a way of keeping him. They got to find a way of keeping him. Him and Acciari both absolutely incredible. Let's actually let me bring this up real quick here because I want to talk knowledgeably about the contract situation. And so here we go. If we look at the Leafs and who's kind of going to be up. Hello. Why aren't you loading for me? What is going on with technology today? It just doesn't want to work. Let's try clicking this again. D, you can tell them it's a certain person's fault because I told them they shouldn't be going.
They left early. They're home already.
Oh my God. It's their fault. If you're watching, they're on camera. It's their fault. I told you. Anyways, sorry. Sometimes you don't tempt the universe. So Matthews is up for a contract extension. We already talked about him. He doesn't deserve $15 million a year. Right now, I have a hard time even giving him the same salary he makes. I agree, Armand. The core needs to be changed. Absolutely. Absolutely. That has to happen. Tavares, 11 mil. You got him. Nothing you're going to do about him now. Mitch Marner, you got him. Nothing you're going to do about him now. Nylander making just under $7 million. Yeah, he's not worth $7 million. That's right, William. We want Florida. I said it when we were streaming Game 7, Toronto and Boston. I said it when everybody was like, we want Florida to win. It's better for Toronto. It's better. And I said, no, Florida is going to be a tough team. Don't underestimate them. Most of Leaf Nation underestimated them. Vegas coming close to almost tying up this game. Taking a look. So Nylander, we already talked about. Alexander Kerfoot, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. Definitely not worth $3.5 million. I would be shocked if they re-sign Kerfoot, unless he comes in at a significant discount. He will probably be gone. Calle Yarncroc, great addition. We still have him for a few more years. Love to see him return. Ryan O'Reilly is going to be the interesting one. How do we find a way of keeping Ryan O'Reilly? David Kempf is an unrestricted free agent. I thought he played well for us, making 1.5. Sure, he's going to probably want 2. I don't know if we have it in the budget with the top guys to give him to, so David Kempf might be left out. Nola Chari, also an unrestricted free agent. We have to find a way of keeping those two. We still have Sam Lafferty for another year. The big one is going to be Michael Bunting. That's going to be the big question we're going to have to talk about. Michael Bunting made $950,000. He's an unrestricted free agent. He's going to go sign for $2.5-3 million, maybe even $4 million somewhere. There's going to be a lot of offers coming in for Bunting. It's going to be interesting to see what the Leafs can do there. Wayne Simmons, he's an unrestricted free agent. He will not return. Zach Hyman making $840,000. The fact he's an unrestricted free agent and the Leafs sat him and did not play him, which I think was a huge mistake. I'm going to bet they do not re-sign him, although I believe they should. All about Seattle and Edmonton now. That's right. Let's get them going. Murph, you won $1,000. There you go. Congrats, my friend. Congrats. Murph getting the G note from the hockey pool. On the defensive side, we got Riley for a few more years. We got Brody for a few more years. Justin Hall is an unrestricted free agent. So is it true they don't sign him? He's making $2 million. Justin Hall, this could be his last game as a Leaf. McCabe, we got him for a couple of years. Liljegren, we got him for a couple of years. Luke Shen is an unrestricted free agent. I would certainly find a way of signing him. He made $850K last year. You could probably sign him again to about the same amount. I thought he was excellent. Connor Timmins, we got him tied up for a little bit. Giordano, we got him tied up. And Gustafsson, I would say Gustafsson is the failed trade experiment. Again, $800,000. I thought he was fantastic in the game he played, but the Leafs chose to sit him, which I don't understand as well. One of the biggest mistakes they'll have to figure out is Matt Murray. Matt Murray making just shy of $5 million. He's 4.7 pretty much. You got him for one more year. Made no impact, barely played any hockey. Was injured as we all predicted he would be. Samsonov making 1.8. He's a restricted free agent, so the Leafs have a chance of signing him. So it's going to be very interesting to see what all these guys can do down the stretch and what management decides to do. Fire Dubas and Keith Branko. I can't disagree with you, right? How do you keep those two with what we've experienced over the last few years? They were able to call Hall for interference last playoffs, but unable to see Gudas. That exactly, because Gudas was channeling his inner John Cena. You can't see me. but it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. Excuse me. So that's kind of what I think is going to be broken down with this team and these players. Murray was great tonight. Yeah, he was keeping that bench real warm. Murray did a fantastic job. 4 consecutive year with this core. The players failed. Our man, I agree. Listen, it's time to shake it up. Time to make some trades. Now, social media is going to be a buzz. We know they're going to say fire this, fire that. Let's not get ridiculous. I don't want to see people posting or sending messages going, "Hey Sam, do you think they should trade Matthews for the #1 pick so the Leafs can get Bedard?" That's not going to happen. So we'll have to see how it's going to go. Sebastian's so happy for the Leafs. Go Habs, go. That's funny. They should have fired them after they gave 3-1 loss to Montreal. Yeah, listen, they gave them a chance. They came, they failed. But listen, we're all here. It was a tough loss. Imagine if the Leafs had Matthews in this round. Exactly. That's exactly it. By the way, I love your picture there. Matthews didn't show up, and that's part of the problem. When you're paying a guy top dollars and he doesn't show up, McDavid's showing up, Draisaitl's showing up. Are fans raging in Toronto? Probably. Let's switch to 24, see if they have anything going on. Jonathan, if you're still in here, our man, our correspondent from downtown Toronto, is anything blowing up or caught on fire yet in downtown Toronto? I expect it's going to be kind of chaos. All right, can't trade Tavares. Matthews is now rental, so value is a first and second. Marner make too much, can't trade him. Nylander is soft to trade, values minimal. Doug, very well said, Doug. Very well said. They scored 3 goals. Don't forget that. Listen, this is tough. This is a tough one. He's home. Do you want me to go? Oh no, you don't have to go. I was just curious if you heard or saw anything, if anything was going on down in front. You don't have to go on a hike on our behalf. Just curious if you saw or heard anything. But listen, this has been a lot of fun. Dallas, unfortunately, they couldn't pull it out for your birthday. Richard, thanks for zoning the Leaf games. My pleasure, Richard. We're going to be doing this the rest of the playoffs. I'm sure we'll have lots of Leaf talk along the way as any news and rumors and whatnot come out. But I definitely wanted to spend some extra time here with everybody tonight and just give my opinions and thoughts for the next couple of games. I know the fans are swearing up a storm. That's right, Triton. Michael, I bet Florida Panthers on Proline. I know the Florida Panthers are going to win today's game for time. Nice, good prediction, good feeling. So they were great. They were really good. Panthers were a good team. Can't take anything away from the Panthers. They deserve this. Listen, they knocked off the Boston Bruins. They had a once in a lifetime type of season, and they knocked them off. This was nothing for them. This was easy peasy for the Panthers. Panthers are going to get a little bit of a break now, going to get a bit of a rest. So does Carolina, and then they'll get that series going. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to look to cheer on the Panthers and follow them to see what they can do. So we're going to have a lot of fun with both these series coming up. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for us here from Leafs Nation and the Leafs locker room. Moving forward, it's going to be go Panthers, go Oilers. Those are who we're cheering for. From all of us here from the Maple Leafs locker room, we'll see you next year. Will the faces be the same? Only time will tell.